Hey everyone, Andrew here. So within the last 24 hours or so, there's been an update for Trails in the Sky First Chapter on the Switch 2. So it's got some features that I have mentioned in the past that I was really wanting to see, and they are finally here. So let's check it out. Alright, so we're going to do this pretty quickly. So right off the bat, I'm curious to see what mode I'm currently set to. I think I changed it before. Okay. So we're on prioritized graphics mode, so we'll check out this mode first. I believe, at least, this is the mode that the game defaulted to before this patch. Like, I firmly believe that the game was basically set to this from the start, and this is just what we've had. This is my second time filming this because I very stupidly deleted all of my files for this video. So yeah, enemies are rendering full frame rate in the distance. So yeah, I think this looks pretty much identical to how things were performing before, with the minor frame pacing issues that we've seen previously. Again, I can't stress enough that it's not that big of a deal. It's fully playable. The game looks nice. It feels good to play. And, you know, despite the flaws. Alright, so let's go over here. We're gonna grab my usual mob, and we're gonna beat them up.
They look tough, but we're tougher.
Bonk. Alright. Okay. These guys over here. Okay. You're not getting away. Okay, we got everyone here now. Yeah, it holds up decently. I'm pretty sure this is, again, it's targeting 4K resolution, but I believe it's a dynamic resolution scale in order to maintain a semi-decent frame rate. Yeah, overall, looks fine, runs fine. You're definitely going to notice some odd stutter when rotating the camera. In the outdoor environments, at least. Interiors seem fine. Alright, we're back over on my save file. We've loaded. We're going to change this setting to prioritize performance. This actually gets kind of interesting. So obviously interiors were never really a problem. You'll notice there was a slight resolution drop. I believe what's happening here is we are now targeting 1440p instead of 4K. I assume it's still dynamic resolution at the end of the day, but something you will notice that's really nice is that the stutter, like the stutter that we would be experiencing in graphics mode, is not present here in the exterior environment. Now, it'll happen from time to time, I assume, due to loading assets, but overall, just very happy with this performance. Anyways, we're gonna jump forward to the enemy grouping. Alright, so we're approaching the mob now. Gonna grab the big guy, get over here, start grabbing some bugs. Alright. Pretty good sized mob there. We're gonna start smacking them. So you'll notice that the stutter, like the micro stutter that we're seeing on graphics mode, is practically gone. Not that it was really that awful to begin with, but I will say it is a lot nicer to not have it at all. So overall, pretty darn good. Just pummel on a large group. All right.
Leave it to me.
Okay, so we're gonna get out of here and let's go kind of like compare the two, really, like visually compare the two at least. Let's see, if we come over here, this is generally a good little spot. Enemies shouldn't bother me, and I can spin the camera to my heart's desire. So first off, we're going to go back over to graphics mode. Prioritize graphics, please. Thank you. Alright, so rotating the camera, you are going to notice that micro stutter. You can mostly see it at the top of the screen. That is the frame pacing issue that I mentioned before. It's always been there if you've been playing this game. It's really not that big of a deal. Again, one thing that I think a lot of people don't appreciate is that Trails fans, we played Cold Steel on the Vita, so performance is never truly an issue, unless of course it's absolutely abysmal. So now let's jump over to graphics, and I'm probably going to go over to performance mode. So now we're in performance mode.
There we go.
And you're going to see there's a micro stutter there because it's probably changing modes. You're going to see that the frame pacing issues are not nearly as bad. In fact, they seemingly are gone when rotating the camera. This has been a pretty big issue for a lot of people online that just can't stand that stuttery look at the top of the screen, and I understand that fully. This is definitely nice. So real quick, just to see if the foliage changes at all, I'm going to swap between the two, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. I almost forgot to mention, and I'm gonna have to re-upload the video because of this, and sorry about that. They actually also added a first-person mode, which is kind of cool if you want to look at Joshua here and really get a good close look at the model, you know. In fact, this is actually a pretty good little thing here. Let's focus on Joshua.
Now then.
Okay, going to shift that. And there we go. So this is him in graphics. Prioritize graphics mode. So yeah, I completely forgot about this feature. Part of the update that just came out as well. Kind of neat. Unfortunately, you can't move around during it. It kind of locks you in place, but it is kind of nice if you want to get like an environmental shot, or you just want to look at the character models, you know. So I can swap over and now look at the Estelle model, which, I mean, yeah, neat feature. I kind of wish you could walk around in first person, but I understand why you can't. Okay, so the cool thing there is it does appear that it is just purely a resolution change with different targets, you know, graphics mode prioritizing 4K, hopefully 60, and then of course the performance mode targeting over at 1440p, 60 FPS. So really nice to see that this update happened. I've been kind of wanting it for a while, and I'm glad that we now have a way to play the game almost stutter-free on the system. I think it'll be really excellent for people who particularly play in the handheld mode. So yeah, really happy with that, and I just wanted to kind of give it a glimpse because, you know, someone brought it to my attention yesterday that, hey, it was coming out. I honestly, I followed Gung Ho on Facebook, so I was a little surprised that it didn't really pop up for me. So anyways, hope y'all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time.